All right, hey Christina, thank you for joining us today. Uh,
Hey, thanks so much for having me.
so please introduce yourself and tell us what role you're running for this term.
Of course. My name is Christina Jones. I am the current District E Raleigh City Councilor. I've been in this position since 2022 and absolutely adore my job. So I'm running for reelection so that I can continue focusing on the voices of the district and making sure it's part of all the decisions that are made.
All right, great. So tell us the first question. We got five quick questions. The first one is why are you running for office? Or why are you rerunning for office, I guess, in your case?
Definitely. Well, I'm rerunning. I'm looking for reelection because we just started. There's nothing that we can finish and accomplish in 2 years, and we've done a lot of great groundwork for what the future could be. I've really been focused in on affordable housing, and in our district, which is one of the wealthiest in the city, we've been able to bring 280 affordable units between 20 and 80% AMI. And that means that, I'm bringing teachers and I'm bringing grocery store cashiers and making sure that they feel included in our district as well. Another big point that I've worked on is workers' rights. Learning that at one point this year in this term, we were up to 15.4% vacancy rate. And that translated to 600 full-time positions that were vacant. We're working really hard to keep pushing to hire more people from every department, but especially in our public safety, like police, fire, and our 911 system, making sure that we are delivering on the promises that we make to residents every day. And then lastly, the last thing that I'm super proud of and I want to keep pushing for is community engagement. I was the former chair of the CACs when we were disbanded in 2020, was able to get onto council in 2022. And in 24, we were able to reinstate CACs. And I know that means some different things to different people, but it's really just laying that foundation and saying, okay, guys, let's start from the drawing board and let's work together to build what we want community engagement to look like. So I'm running to continue on those initiatives that we started and to add to the pot, add to the pile so that we can continue focusing on issues that residents want to fix.
Okay, great. And you may have already answered some of our upcoming questions, but that's okay.
Mhm.
How do you engage with your community? If people have concerns or questions they want to ask and talk with you, possibly in person. How did you do that before? How do you plan on continuing to do that?
It's been great. Our position is a part-time role as city council, but I knew that I wanted my counselor to be full-time, so I've committed to being there full-time. And that means that I'm meeting people in person at local coffee shops. It means that people are coming to the office, and they can do that by either emailing me directly or emailing our city council email address at citycouncilmembers@raleighnc.gov. And I'm every day just meeting people all over the city and in our district.
Okay, great. Um, why are you the best candidate for this role?
I'm the best candidate for this role because 2 years ago, walking in, we didn't get a playbook on how to do it. And I created one. And I said, I'm going to meet with every single department so I understand the needs of the city, which is what helped me learn about our vacancy rate and about the issues that we're facing in the city. I've built those relationships. I've had that wealth of knowledge that I can help share. I've committed to doing a community meeting every single month. So I've done 23 so far in the 2 years. And there we sit there for 2 hours talking back and forth. And so I think that I'm the best person for the job because not only am I going to learn what needs to be learned, but I'm also going to share it with you. And I want to make sure that your input is also amplified on the dais. So that's why I think I definitely would love an opportunity to continue for into a next term.
Okay. Um, what one item, if you had to pick just one, would be your first priority next year?
Oh, my first one, I would work on workers' rights first. I can't give you the services. We can't pick up your leaves because we're starting to get those questions or protect you without making sure that our workers are taken care of and amplified and make sure that they're part of the conversation. So that's where I would start. There are a lot of things that that can't just be done in that order. I hope to, with our compensation study that's coming through, that we can also add more pay and benefits to future people in our city working for our beautiful city. But then you have long-term goals like affordable housing. I wish I could just snap my finger and make it all there, but I can't do that. So we'll focus on a lot of stuff at first, but I want to make sure we have the people in place to do it in our departments.
Okay. And our last question, what single change or addition or amenity would you add to downtown Raleigh to help bring back some of the vibrancy, increase foot traffic, increase retail sales, that kind of thing?
Well, I think in our last meeting, we motion to do a pilot program for our parking. So getting the 2 hour free parking to see if that's going to draw people. I love all the restaurants, the entertainment that we have downtown, but maybe if we can have that free parking for a little while longer, it would also increase the foot traffic downtown. And we're going to study it. We're going to test it and see, work with our partners like Downtown Raleigh Alliance to see what their ideas are as well. But I think that first motion is really showing that we want people downtown, and we want to make sure that our businesses downtown prosper from that.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for joining us this morning, taking some time out from working the polls. I'm sure you've been busy, and good luck at the polls. And we'll see you downtown.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.